validation of what you guys were saying after game two? Just keep shooting. You liked the shots generally that you guys were getting. It just was a matter they weren't falling.
I thought our ball movement was much better consistently tonight. I thought to start the game, we got a little stagnant, and then, the guys were emphasizing it. We were emphasizing as coaches just to keep moving the ball, and I thought we generated better shots for a full 48 minutes. 27 assists in the game. Like I said, those are shots that I think, in a lot of ways, we've been getting throughout the course of the last two games. They've made them, and I want to make sure I just keep encouraging our guys because we're getting shots that, like Jeremy shot better tonight. He's been a really good corner three-point shooter for us tonight. So, if we can move the ball and generate open looks, we want to take those.
Barry Trammell with the Oklahoma. And Billy, it looked like both teams played great defense in the first half. The longer the game went, that was less so. Did both teams just wear out defensively, trying to guard, you having to keep up with Lillard, McCollum, and them having to keep up with all you guys?
I'll say this, one is it was a great environment in there tonight, and, we needed the fans tonight because, it's going to be a 48-minute game, and that third quarter, they really got it going offensively. I thought the encouragement of our crowd, the environment that was in there, really kind of helped us kind of get back on track, so to speak. And I thought that third quarter, I thought both teams really were good defensively in the first half. In the third quarter, I thought for them, Lillard got a lot more aggressive than maybe he was in the first two quarters. That was the one quarter I think we've had some quarters in this series. First quarter, game one, this quarter, where we've given up way too many points. I think it's a very valid point that there was a lot of energy expended by both teams in that first half. But for us, in game one, 39 points, there wasn't necessarily a lot of energy expended. So that could be the case. I thought our guys really, really worked hard defensively. Like, listen, those two guys are hard to deal with, and you've got to put forth effort because they can shoot it from deep, they can really put it on the floor, they can finish at the basket, and obviously Terry puts them in a lot of great situations for them to showcase and utilize their skill set.
Brett Dawson with The Athletic. Given what Lillard did in that third quarter, it looked like you guys were really trying to get the ball out of his hands in the fourth. What were you trying to do? What was the message there, and how did you think you guys executed defensively?
Yeah, I mean, we did a really, really good job, I thought, in the first half, just with our help. I didn't think we had enough help, on him. Some of it was coming out of transition, some of it was drive, some of it was we were back, we weren't matched up. There was a lot of different things that happened that got him going that I thought we had great awareness of that in the first half, and I didn't think our awareness was quite as good there in the second half, at least in the third quarter.
Kerry Andrews, Court interview. And Billy, were you okay with that dunk by George at the end of the game?
Yeah, I don't. I think that my feeling was they probably shot a shot, to close the whatever it was. I think it was 19 seconds, and then Paul kind of went in and he dunked it. So I think both teams played the game all the way out.
Billy, over here to County of Los Angeles County. I think after tonight, 3/4 of the playoff game so far have been won by the team that makes score 3 pointers on the other team. Is that pretty much where the NBA is today? You just have to make more shots than everyone?
Well, a team that makes more shots generally scores more points.
No, I
score more
understand.
points,
But
you
I mean,
win.
like 3-point shooting specifically, like if you're not a winning team, I think it's 5 games.
I think there's obviously a huge analytical piece that's moved all that stuff. I personally feel, as a guy that, loves the game and loves the relationships in the game. For me, I love the analytics. I love learning about it, but it's not like the end-all be-all for me. And I say it respectfully because it is really, really important, because the most important thing to me is if you're moving the ball, sharing the ball, playing unselfishly, and getting good shots. Because there are just some players in today's game that are really, really good in the mid-range. And there's some players in today's game that are really good shooting threes. And there's some players that are really good shooting floaters and runners. You know, to analytically remove a player from, you know, a game because he doesn't play in certain scoring areas, I think is a mistake. But, you know, the three-point line's a factor. It's a huge, huge equalizer in a game. You know, you can play really, really poorly, but if you really if you make a lot of threes, regardless of this series or any series, I think you can always keep yourself in the game.